You're watching the 2024 15th Region Tournament live on the Mountain's #1 source for sporting news, the D&D Sports Network. Tonight's matchup, Pikeville versus Johnson Central. Game sponsors are State Representative Ashley Tackett Lafferty, Crum Funeral Home, City of Coal Run, Pike County Sheriff Rodney Scott, Hot Rods Pizza, Matt Hager Law, Hilton Homes of Ivell, Southern Prep, Pike County Attorney Paul Howard Jr., Love Homes, Punk's Tires, Hall & Jones Funeral Home, Pike County District Judge Robbie Wright, Salyersville Funeral Home, Tommy Maynard Auto Sales, Mexican Restaurant in Inez, Smoking Hot Vape Shop, Man Toyota, man, what a deal, Howard Family Pharmacy, Corey Conley at Conley Brothers Giovanni's and Convenient Drug, J.I. Fab, Southside Buildings and Carports, Glenn Martin Hammond, Attorney at Law, 606 Hemp, Corey Hayes at Hayes Training System, Pike County Jailer Brian Morris, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Kirk Law Firm, Custom Print and Design, Rock Fork Regular Baptist Church, Solid Rock Development, Personal Injury Attorney Ray Jones, Sloan Chiropractic in Salyersville. Enjoy the tournament, folks. Welcome everybody. We are live here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. You got Championship Saturday here for the girls action. Pikeville versus Johnson Central coming up in just a few moments. Kevin Keithley, Thomas Rainey, Daryl McCoy on the call tonight here, Coach. We're going to have three good ones, but none bigger than this one right here. Pikeville versus Johnson Central, the two teams everybody thought would end up playing on this day.
Championship Saturday, Daryl McCoy, Johnson Central, Pikeville, 29-2. Johnson Central coming in here with only 2 losses, only 1 loss in the 15th region. Pikeville undefeated in the 15th region. Unbelievable. You getting the 2 best teams. Most people will say this year in the 15th region, Thomas Rainey, and my oh my, Johnson Central is good defensively as you'll find.
I completely agree, and we'll talk more about the keys to the game, the Bruce Waters Ford keys to the game here in a little bit.
There we go.
As we've got a couple strategies that both teams have to implement to make sure they're successful.
Well, you can bet there's going to be some gamesmanship between these two coaches. You got Christy Orm versus Jim Hicks, Coach, 2 of probably the most calculating coaches in the region.
Listen, you're right. I've known Coach Orem since her inception and since her hiring coming here to Pikeville, and she plays chess when a lot of other people are playing checkers.
Yep.
And then Coach Jim Hicks, I've known him going all the way back to his Owsley County days, 25 years. He learned from the best, Uncle Billy Hicks, who won a state title at Scott County. So 2 tremendous coaches, and you're going to get to see it, 2 conflicting styles.
Yeah, 2 conflicting styles, and listen, coming in, the interesting thing, Christy Orem, no stranger to this stage. She has been here 7 times, Coach, right?
Yeah,
7 times. So, 7, and as you look at her over there, you know, that lady right there, she is ready. You can see it's locked in her eyes. I watched one of the interviews after the game last night. You can guarantee Rupp Arena is the only option for her this year.
That is Rupp Arena a buzz for these young ladies. Coach Orm, as you mentioned, 7 straight region championship games going back to my daughter's junior season on the high school level. She's been there, done that. She knows what it takes. But guess what? Jim Hicks knows what it takes. He's got a team that can, in terms of defensively, can flat out guard Pikeville.
Absolutely, and I am stoked for this matchup here. We are 20 minutes away from tip here. As real quick before we get started, guys, we want to thank everybody that made today's games possible, especially J.I. Fab, who is your sponsor of your J.I. Fab pregame show here, guys. If you're looking to upgrade your side-by-side with some add-ons, go to J.I. Fab. And if you live out of state, Coach, they'll ship it in, and they'll ship it right back to you after doing the work. If you want to get trail ready, let J.I. Fab help you.
Absolutely.
So as we see the girls coming out, it's going to be an interesting matchup. We're going to get into that here in just a moment. We're going to take our first commercial break, then we'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. If you're looking for a small-town pharmacy that will treat you like a family from the second you walk in the door, come see us at Convenient Drug. Convenient Drug in Sayersville, Kentucky, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We look forward to seeing you.
I'm Ashley Tackett-Lafferty, and for the last 4 years, I've worked hard to deliver millions of dollars in funding for Floyd and Pike counties. I've fought hard as your representative to bring good jobs back to our prison and Wheelwright, to finally complete the 680 connector between Minnie and Harold, and to 4-lane the Mountain Parkway through Prestonsburg. My voting record in Frankfort proves that you can count on me to defend our traditional mountain values and protect our working families in Eastern Kentucky. I care about the future of our families, and I'll never quit on Eastern Kentucky.
Re-elect Ashley Tackett-Lafferty. She fights for us.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena Championship Saturday. Girls Championship getting ready to kick off here as we got Pikeville versus Johnson Central. Then later tonight, we got Pikeville versus Martin County boys action. Then Johnson Central versus McGoffin County to end out the night in the boys semifinals. Coach, nothing's bigger than this one here, though. There was a lot of talk before coming into this game. Should this game be played on the nightcap? Seen a lot of chatter. What's your thoughts?
A lot of chatter, Thomas Rainey, about where, when the girls should play as opposed to the boys. And, you know, I don't know the thinking behind it. Daryl McCoy, I don't know if he was in those meetings or not, but I do know this will bring most likely a bigger crowd to the girls' championship game, Thomas Rainey.
I think a championship game needs to be the primetime event. I think they deserve the big slot. That's where they should be. The semifinals should have been played first, put them in the primetime slot. I think it's doing an injustice to the girls. That's my personal opinion.
Well, I like that, Daryl McCoy, going in at the main event. I agree with that sentiment, and I do think the girls should have their day, but also I see on the flip side where attendance, it probably helps playing them in the opening game here.
Well, I say split the difference, put them in the middle.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
there you go.
Put them in the middle.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, I definitely do think the girls deserve. There's only one other region that played it as early as this one. So I think that was the third region. So this definitely interesting, the time slot. But, you know, I do think that, if you would have had the boys semifinals, I think especially this year with the teams that's in it, you could have had a lot of teams left over. But, if you would have played it, though, you would have had to split Pikeville fans up.
Right.
And now you're getting them on back-to-back games. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Daryl McCoy, nevertheless, we're here now, as they say, and Championship Saturday, Johnson Central looking for their 11th region title. Pikeville looking for their 7th.
Absolutely. Energy on a 10, guys. The scoreboard tonight will be sponsored by Pike County Judge Robbie Wright. Also, the comment section, Southside Buildings and Carport comment section, guys, you can see right now they're already coming in. Jody Crum says, liked and shared. Opal Eversole says, you all are the best. TJ Priest says, go Lady Eagles. Catbird Isaac says, hi, my favorite guys. Thank you for doing these games. We see Josh Frazier says Eagles by 20. Lacey Hall says watching both teams from Mentone, Indiana. Catbird says, I agree. The girls and it's both championship games should be played on the same day.
Oh,
yeah.
there's a different stance. I could go with that.
I could too. I mean, because that's kind of odd having one game on Monday.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we got Brenda Hall says she's watching from Florida. Good luck to both teams. And Stephen Hall says this is the game of the year.
I would agree, right, Daryl?
I agree too.
Up to this point, this is the game that everybody wanted to see this year. Everybody thought we would see this game.
Yeah.
And here they are, the two best teams come out. And, I don't think anybody can deny these are the two best teams in the 15th region. So they're playing here tonight. And it's a big game when the Pikeville student section has their togas on.
It's a toga party.
Every year they do their toga party on the biggest games. They're ready tonight as they got this one. Then up next, Martin County versus Pikeville boys action. But we're gonna crown a champion at the end of this, and one of these teams will make it to Rupp Arena. That's the thing that to remember. No matter what the time slot is, the prize is still the same, and it's that trip to Lexington.
That's a good point, Daryl. No matter when it's played, Rupp Arena's on the line here. The 15th Region Championship's on the line, and you better believe Coach Hicks, Coach Orem, has absolutely game plan scouted for this one tonight.
Yeah, and you look at Pikeville just to give you a little. Well, let's send it over to Thomas real quick. Thomas, do we got the key players for tonight's matchup?
Yes, let's look at some key players. Here we go.
Tonight's matchup: Pikeville versus Johnson Central. Key players to watch: Pikeville guard Kiara Thornsberry. Johnson Central guard Becca Wright. Kiara Thornsberry, Becca Wright. Make no mistake about it, Pikeville has Miss Basketball candidate Trinity Rowe leading the way and running the show. But then you go and look at Kiara Thornsberry, two Division I point guards in the backcourt, coach. Then you got Kristen Whited, who's a next level player over there. And then, Riley Tice. She could play next level basketball. She chose to run track at the college level. And then Leanne Jackson will play next level basketball. So you got 5 players that could play next level basketball in this Pikeville squad.
And I just want to go a little deeper on that, Daryl McCoy. Listen, I've done this for 25 years, and I don't stick my neck out on the line for too many people. Yep. I'm telling you right now, Shyla Kidd is a next-level player, and she's maybe that 7th or 8th player in the rotation.
Does that say something?
That's insane, Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, Shyla Kidd, then you got Kylie Alvin, not to mention, coming in too. I mean, and she don't get to play a lot, but, you got the Duncan girl who's a younger class coming up. And then Sophie Woods, who will really develop once Leanne Jackson leaves. So, this no shortage of talent here. But over on the Johnson Central side, Becca Wright, it starts and ends with Becca Wright. Her pressure she puts up on defense, and then on offense, the way that she controls the ball. Go ahead.
Yeah, pressure defense. She controls tempo, pace. She can slow it down. She can speed it up. But defensively is where she kickstarts this Johnson Central basketball team. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, if there's an advantage for Johnson Central, it is that backcourt defensively when you talk about McKenzie, Wright, and the rest of those guards that come in and out of the lineup, Daryl. They have a slight advantage defensively how they pressure the ball. On-ball pressure is as good as we've seen in the D&D era.
Well, if you're Jim Hicks, you're just hoping Kayla McKenzie saves some three-pointers for the night, as she started off 4 for 4 in the first quarter last night. But Kayla McKenzie has got to score. And I know the Maestro's been at work, coming up with the Bruce Walters keys to the game. Thomas, when you looked at this game, what did you come up with as the Bruce Walters keys to the game, and where did you think the impact needed to be made for both squads?
Well, let's take a look. Hey, Darryl, right on cue, let's take a look at them here. The Bruce Walters keys to the game. For Johnson Central, it's all about that defensive pressure, Coach. They have got to get up and play defense and come out with aggressive and not foul like they did the first game. And then the second thing, everybody always questions, can they score enough? Can they score enough? If McKenzie comes out hot like they did last night, then they can put the points on the board. But for Pikeville, it's scoring transition. Let's face it, you've got all that pressure. If they can throw over the top, then they can put some easy baskets up. And then the experience factor. Yes, you say Johnson Central has seniors, but they've never been on this stage, in this position, in this game, in front of this many people. Will the experience of Pikeville make the difference, Coach? That's my keys.
That's a great point, Thomas. And Pikeville, how do they handle that pressure? If you're Johnson Central, Daryl, you're going to have to know where guess who is at all times? Lee Jackson.
That's it. Guys, we're going to step away for a quick commercial break. Then we'll be right back here, guys, in 2 minutes. You're watching the D&D Sports Network coverage of the 15th Region Championship. With tax season coming up, make the smart decision with your money. Stop at Tommy's Auto Sales in Inez, Kentucky. Right now you can get cars, trucks, and SUVs at the best prices around. Tommy's Auto Sale is a proud supporter of the Martin County Cardinals and all Mountain athletes.
I'm Ashley Tackett Lafferty, and for the last 4 years, I've worked hard to deliver millions of dollars in funding for Floyd and Pike counties. I've fought hard as your representative to bring good jobs back to our prison and Wheelwright, to finally complete the 680 connector between Minnie and Harold, and to 4-lane the Mountain Parkway through Prestonsburg. My voting record in Frankfort proves that you can count on me to defend our traditional mountain values and protect our working families in Eastern Kentucky. I care about the future of our families, and I'll never quit on Eastern Kentucky.
Re-elect Ashley Tackett Lafferty. She fights for us.
Smoking Hot Vape Shop in Inez, Kentucky carries a wide selection of disposable vapes, juice, mods, batteries, and accessories, as well as a great selection of Delta products. Smoking Hot guarantees authenticity of products and allows you to try before you buy on disposable products using a sanitary test tip. Open 7 days a week. Stop in and check them out. Find them on Facebook or visit their website, SmokingHotKY.com, for complete hours. Stop by and see your friends at the end of Route 3. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, come on down to Man Toyota in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Right now, you can get 4.99% financing for 60 months on Camrys, Corollas, Tacomas, Tundras, RAV4s, Highlanders, and new 2024s. That's Man Toyota. Man, what a deal. And we're back here, guys. You're watching the 2024 15th Region Tournament live from the Appalachian Wireless Arena. We got girls championship going at it here. Pikeville versus Johnson Central. Kevin Keithley, Thomas Rainey, Daryl McCoy on the call. Guys, you're watching the J.I. Fab pregame show here. And, guys, we want to take and make sure that we mention Breathitt County, Thomas, with a huge win over Hazard in overtime, punches their ticket to the 14th Region Finals.
Makes a big difference over there in the 14th. That was really, many people thought could be the championship game.
Yeah.
But they ended up on the same side of the bracket. Makes a big difference. It ends up great basketball for us as Breathitt County pulls out the win in OT and advance.
We should know the winner, who they'll face here before this game's over. Knott Central and Perry Central?
Yep, Knott Central, Perry Central.
So it'd be interesting there. But, Thomas, let's take a look how these two teams match up, and let's look at the tail of the tape.
All right, like we said, this is the matchup everybody's been waiting on. Johnson Central comes in with a 29-2 record after defeating the Prestonsburg Lady Black Cats in the semifinals last night. The 57th district champions are led by Coach Jim Hicks, scoring 57 points a game. And listen to this is not a misprint, giving up less than 39 a game, Darryl. Taylor McKenzie leads them in scoring with 11.2. Rebounds are 26.3. Sophie Yance leads the way there with 4.9. They shoot 42.5% from the field, just under that magic 33% mark at 32.3 from the three-point line and 65.6 from the free throw line. Now let's jump over to the champions of the 59th district, the Pikeville Lady Panthers. I apologize, Johnson Central beat Floyd Central last night. Pikeville took care of Prestonsburg in the first game, record of 26-5, 59th district champion. They're led by head coach Christy Oram, scoring 68 points a game while giving up just under 48, led by Miss Basketball candidate Trinity Rowe at 16.2. They grab right at 27.5 boards, and they're led in scoring with Riley Tice, 8.6. They shoot 46.6% from the field, just under 37% from the three-point line, and a little over 71% from the foul line. 10th meeting in the 15th region tournament play. Pikeville won the last meeting in the championship game in 2021, 48-35.
Wow, so these two teams, they didn't play each other this year, but the last time they met was in this very same game, Coach.
Daryl McCoy, if you go all the way back to 2017, the start of the D&D era, Johnson Central beat Pikeville on a buzzer beater.
Yeah, that's true.
You were in this building.
Yes.
Hobson, wasn't it Hobson from the corner?
Yeah,
wasn't that her name?
It was kind of like a
Kaylee Hobson.
Yeah.
So, guys, let's go to the Southside Buildings and Carport comment section real quick. Tim Salmon says, as always, D&D Sports brings the best in sports. Thank you, guys. You're a class act. Looking forward to today's games. Amanda Castle says, good luck, Eagles. Justin McCoy says, thanks to D&D, I get to watch UK game and this game at the same time. And we got Libby Pack says, go Eagles. Guys, we are under a minute to go here, and, both of these teams, you can tell the coach is getting last-minute instructions as you see Coach Hicks down there looking to pull off the upset of the year here as everybody, Johnson Central, everybody thinks has a chance to win this game, but make no mistake, it would be an upset.
It would indeed, Daryl McCoy. Starting lineups getting ready to come at us, Thomas Rainey.
Here in just a second. So as we and then you go over here and you look at Pikeville's Christy Oram. Christy Oram, she's, as we talked, she's been here, no stranger, looking for that next trip to Rupp Arena. So it means everything to Johnson Central, means everything to these seniors on Pikeville squad. So they're going to throw all the chips in the middle of the table, and they're going to see who comes out the victorious winner tonight. So here we go as we're getting ready. We're going to jump out real quick and look at the Bruce Walters Ford starting lineups. o'clock here, as you see the starting lineups for both squads. The matchup that I'm looking forward to is Trinity Rowe versus Becca Wright.
Well, Daryl McCoy, defensively, Becca Wright as good as you'll find in the mountains, and I dare say statewide. She is textbook defense, how she guards ball pressure. That's exactly how you teach it. Coach Jim Higgs does it as well as anybody. And Trinity Rowe, textbook point guard. So as you said, matchup, Becca Wright, Trinity Rowe. It's going to be a special night here at the Expo between those two.
Yeah, as you see, the two teams that, when you sit there and look at these two teams, Trinity Rowe, she's going to face this kind of pressure every game at the next level. So this would be a good job to see how she's ready for that pressure, because Becca Wright, she's a next level defender, because she makes life miserable on you. We've seen her. Landra Canute is one of the top point guards in the region, Coach, and she had issues getting the ball at the floor against her.
You made a good point, Daryl. Becca Wright is a next level defender. Yeah. Trinity Rowe, we know, is going to be playing Division I basketball. This is going to be a good test for Trinity Rowe here in the 15th Region Championship. How does she match up offensively with Becca Wright defensively? We already know what she does on the AAU level. She's big time, but we're going to see it for the first time in a while here in the mountains.
Yeah, it'll be a good measuring stick, Coach. And then the matchup that I'm most intrigued with out here is Riley Tice versus Sophie Yance. So both of them, Coach, junkyard dogs.
They get after it, 50-50 balls. They're physical. They guard. They rebound. They do all the little things. They're what you call X factors.
Yeah, to me, whoever wins that matchup may be who wins this ball game.
Right. Good point.
And then, Lee Jackson is obviously a matchup nightmare for Johnson Central, because they don't have a Lee Jackson. The tallest person on their roster is Haley Marcelette, and she's more of a 3.
Very few have a Lee Jackson, and what Lee Jackson does that's so special for her size is the way she rim runs off of defensive rebounds. Second half yesterday, Thomas Rainey, she had 14 points and probably 6 to 8 points off of rim runs.
That was my point. Keys scoring in transition. After a make or a miss, Lee Jackson's gone.
Got to know where she is.
And she can outrun any big in the region.
I agree with you. Got to know where she is if you're Johnson Central. Got to find Lee Jackson in transition, or she will eat you alive all night long.
I will say this. I do not think Pikeville has seen the defensive pressure they're getting ready to see tonight.
I agree. It's certainly in the 15th region.
Here we go. Ball's up, and Johnson Central will control tip. Becca Wright. Right over to McKenzie. And, guys, it seems like we take her for granted, but we didn't mention, but you talking about what might be the best player on the floor, Kiara Thornsberry.
Time and time again, I think maybe the most underrated player, if that's possible, in the mountains.
She has been the last couple of years, right? So here you come, Rowe. Turnover right away. Pikeville getting the turnover. Thornsberry going right at Yance, picking up a foul early.
Yeah, Thornsberry going to go to the line. If you're Pikeville, you like to see that, because you'd like to get Kira going early. Struggled last night, Daryl, against Prestonsburg.
Yeah.
Thornsberry gets to first. Kira Thornsberry averaging 14 points per game on the year. Gets them both. Pikeville on the scoreboard first. They're going to match Trinity up with Becca Wright.
Another deflection. Becca Wright comes away with it and gets the bucket. Guys, you can see the score on the Pike County Judge Robbie Wright scoreboard, bottom of your screen.
What do we talk about, Thomas? Transition. First 2 opportunities Pikeville had, they're gone with it. Daryl McCoy.
They are, Coach, and as you look over there, little gamesmanship. You see Johnson Central also throwing a toga party here tonight. So both fan sections represented well as they both bring out the togas for the championship game.
Yes, sir. You know, it's big time, as you mentioned. And Kira Thornsberry being assertive, being aggressive early, great sign for Pikeville, because she is an elite scorer when she wants to be.
Thornsberry misses that one. You know, games like this, Coach, you got to knock down the free throws.
Got to hit them.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, difference between being good and being a champion. 3 or 4 early for Thornsberry.
Wow.
Kristen White had matched up with Becca Wright.
That was right. Looking for help. They're looking for Kayla McKenzie, but Kayla McKenzie having a tough time getting open with Trinity Rowe on her.
You see Pikeville's playing. They're trying to be ultra physical with Johnson Central.
There she is. Off the mark.
Again, watch Lee Jackson run the floor.
Coach, soon as the ball went up, she was out and running.
You're going to have to neutralize that if you're Johnson Central. Got to know where she is.
Now it's 5-2 lead for Pikeville early here.
Lee Jackson runs the floor as well as anybody. Yeah, they're bumping cutters there, being physical with Johnson Central. You see it on the backside. And Pikeville, we talk about Johnson Central's defense, but Pikeville's is as good and as fundamentally sound as you'll see.
Now McKenzie back over to Yance. Yance has it to McKenzie.
I believe that's where you can attack right there. McKenzie on Rowe.
That's Taylor McKenzie going, misses. Good defense by Rowe.
Again, another outlet pass. Wow.
And listen, that was the Bruce Waters keys to the game there. As you see Pikeville jumping up early, 7-2 here. As we're sitting here, Coach, we will take our first commercial break. Then we'll come back and let you know what we're seeing right now on both sides. Smoking Hot Vape Shop in Inez, Kentucky carries a wide selection of disposable vapes, juice, mods, batteries, and accessories, as well as a great selection of Delta products. Smoking Hot guarantees authenticity of products and allows you to try before you buy on disposable products using a sanitary test tip. Open 7 days a week. Stop in and check them out. Find them on Facebook or visit their website, SmokingHotKY.com, for complete hours. Stop by and see your friends at the end of Route 3.
Decker right inbounds there on McCoy.
Yeah.
What we talked about, you got to find Pikeville in transition.
Well, we was talking about the Bruce Waters keys to the game, and that's scoring in transition for Pikeville. You know, that's one thing that you could tell. You know, if you're going to score against Johnson Central, Coach, Pikeville's doing the right thing. They're getting a rebound, and they're throwing over top of that press, trying to get a quick basket before that defense gets set up.
A great ball pressuring team at times will be vulnerable in transition. And Pikeville and Coach Orem has scouted that, and they said, we believe how they ball pressure, we can outlet and get some easy ones on the other side. And so far they have.
They have. Thornsberry ball fake. She's going to spin. Nice take.
Thornsberry going back to the line.
This is her third trip to the line in the first 2 minutes, Coach.
Third trip, being aggressive, being assertive, next level body, physicality, and tough. Kira Thornsberry, as I mentioned, averaging 14 points a game on the year. Got it. Has 4 points in the game. Going back to the line, looking to convert on her second here. Gets it. 5 for 6 early from the free throw line. Kira Thornsberry. 9-2. Pikeville has been the one being the aggressor on the defensive end so far. And they're taking advantage of runouts. Going the other way. Wow. I didn't see it on the backside, Darryl, but they call an offensive foul. A lot of physicality on the backside by both teams.
From here on out, Pikeville will be shooting the double bonus.
Yeah, going to be shooting 2. The 5th foul coming. Whitted over to Thornsberry. Looking to attack. The skip. Tice. Riley Tice. My, oh my. Becca Wright looking to attack. Pikeville doing a nice job anytime they send cutters through Johnson Central that they're bumping cutters. And you don't see that very often on the girls' side.
No, you don't.
Taking away those easy cuts to the basket. First team foul on Pikeville, and that's going to be on Trinity Rowe. So far, it's been the Pikeville defense and their transition offense that's been the difference to give Pikeville this 11-2 lead. Becca Wright going to be matched up with Kristen Whited. I like this more so, spacing the floor and maybe going flat. It allowed Becca Wright to attack.
Nice, easy bucket there. That's the easiest look they've got so far.
And they needed that one.
Yes, they did.
Now Johnson Central has an opportunity to set up defensively. Buries it. Kira Thornsberry is on fire, Daryl McCoy.
Yes, she is.
Goodness, she's got
My.
8 already.
8 points. Lee Jackson comes away with the rebound.
Johnson Central got a good look, just couldn't get it to fall.
They did, but they were able to set back and get back in transition and set up on the defensive end. Throws it away. Trinity
over
Rowe.
her head.
Media timeout. Daryl McCoy.
They're going to take a media timeout. We'll jump out too. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
Eastern Kentucky understands the importance of taking care of one another. That's why after graduation, I came home. 25 years later, I've put together a team at Glenn Martin Hammond Law Offices dedicated to fighting for your legal rights. When you're dealing with a sensitive legal issue, you want someone who will take care of you as a person, not just another case. Our team will help you through the legal process of Social Security, personal injury, work injury, car wrecks, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call us today.
There's a good look at Johnson Central point guard Becca Wright. She's ready to head back on the offensive end.
Yeah, Becca Wright doing a fabulous job, guys. We're back here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena coming out of the media timeout. Guys, you're watching the first quarter here, sponsored by Corey Conley at Conley Brothers Giovanni's.
Johnson Central needed that turnover, kind of settle them down.
Drive, kick. Yance gets it back out.
You know, Coach, they're getting good looks. They're just not falling like they was last night.
Right, and Pikeville sagging. Pikeville doing a tremendous job almost playing a 1-2-2 matchup, Thomas. You got Shyla Kidd checking in for Pikeville. As I mentioned, she may be the second most skilled player on the Pikeville roster. The transfer from Betsy Lane. Trinity Rowe, all-state performer. Over 16 points a game. Finds Tice.
Yeah.
The dump down to Jackson. Gonna shoot two.
It's just too easy for Jackson down there. I mean, You're going to have to push out on her and not let her catch the ball that deep. If you let her catch the ball that deep, it's over. She's going to score.
Game, set, match.
I've said this time and time again, Lee Jackson is as good as Trinity is, as good as Kira is. We know about the guard play, but she is what makes Pikeville a top 10 state-ranked team, I believe, Thomas. She's the one player that can go down state and match up size, physically, and athletically.
Over on the South Side Vision Carport comment section, Chris Ward says Pikeville definitely gets the calls on this floor. We got Brenda Cox says she's watching. Isaiah Rowland says the tournament, watching from OVC tournament in Evansville. Thank you, D&D. And Jesus and, or they said taxes and death are certain, and people complaining about the officials.
Pikeville looks like they're in a 1-2-2 matchup or in a sagging man, Thomas.
You know, I hate to use the word crucial, but these next couple possessions for Johnson Central are crucial.
Are absolutely crucial. There's still 2:31 left in the first quarter, and they trailed it 16-4, and it's been tough going offensively for them. Pikeville just doing a tremendous job game planning defensively.
Big free throw there from Burchett.
I mean, they're teetering right on that borderline, Coach.
Teetering, and you listen, you see Coach Hicks looking for answers, and really it comes back that they got to get back and be able to set up their defense. Like this right here, Trinity Road looking to attack, not giving them much of an opportunity to set up.
You know, it's good to see Carly Stanley back in the game after leaving the game early last night due to injury.
Yeah, absolutely, because she absolutely left the arena.
Yeah, she went to the hospital, had some x-rays, MRIs done, and they come back clear, so she's back here.
That's Rowe's second turnover. McKenzie.
Takes it!
They called a 2 on the other side. That is a 2, ladies and gentlemen. The FAR official called a 2.
You know, and right now, you know, you're seeing what everybody thought. Right back at you.
Another one.
Kiara Thornsberry with a 3 Guys Pizza and Brew 3-point basket.
11 points for Kira Thornsberry.
Stanley has it on this side. And, you know, everybody thought coming into this game if Johnson Central was going to have any problems, it was going to be on the offensive end. And right now, they are struggling, having to work for everything they're getting on the offensive end.
That's what you got to do. You got to attack Jackson.
Yep.
You hope, listen, you can create some foul trouble for Pikeville with Jackson going out. That changes things.
Hicks bringing in 3 Golden Eagles here at the next dead ball. Well, make it 2. He changed his mind. So it's going to be Taylor McKenzie and Kaylin McKenzie both coming back in the game.
Stanley, her first point of the game here. 1:21 to go here in the first quarter. Pikeville 19, Johnson Central 8. Got it.
Stanley sinks that one.
Rowe.
You'd like to see Johnson Central get it into that 6 to 8 point range at the end of the first if they can.
And again, they're just looking to attack and expose Johnson Central in transition. Coach Hicks imploring his team to ball pressure. Alvin going to pull from the pro.
Wow. She shot that one from Virgie, Coach.
Oh, my. Callie Alvin shot that from Steph Curry land.
Now you got him back the other way. Johnson Central needs a basket this trip down. Taylor McKenzie thought about it. Back out to Becker Wright coming off the screen, kicks it to the corner.
Daryl, this is something you talk about, and we talked about this on several broadcasts. If you get to the rim, why? Oh.
Sinks it, Carly Stanley with a huge straightaway 3-pointer.
But Daryl, if you get all the way to the rack, go ahead and go up with that layup.
Yep.
See it all the time, kids these days. Get to the rack and then they want to kick it out. That's not basketball, kids. Basketball's getting the highest percentage shot.
Going to work it down here under 6. You're going to watch Trinity Rowe look to attack.
Good defense. Kicks it out, though. And that will end the first quarter. It is Pikeville 22, Johnson Central 12. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
I'm Dr. Alan Baldwin here at Maynard Chiropractic. Maynard Chiropractic has 2 locations at East Point on US 23 and in Paintsville and Rock City Plaza. So give us a call here at Maynard Chiropractic at 606-886-3737 and schedule your appointment with Better Health today.
I'm attorney Ray Jones. Some law firm ads make it sound like getting injured is like winning the lottery.
But that couldn't be further from the truth. Being injured is a nightmare. It's not about winning free money.
It's about getting your life back and restitution for what's been taken from you.
We will handle your case personally from start to finish with a commitment to get you every penny you're owed.
When you're injured, it's about surviving and getting back what's been taken from you. Get every penny you're owed. Call me anytime.
There you see the Pikeville huddle as they break away from Coach Orem.
You know, and the thing is, you know, this game here, the flow, because of the defensive pressure, not being a ton of flow to this game, so it's kind of kept both fan bases at bay so far.
Yeah, early on, Pikeville did a tremendous job in transition, but since then, things have settled down. And like you said, not a lot of continuity either way.
Nope.
Jackson on that high post. Jackson getting ahead of steam.
Nice job.
Man, oh man, Daryl McCoy. She is tough to guard.
Coach, she don't really have a weakness in her game right now.
No.
There you go. Nice drive. Kicks it over.
24-12. Pikeville doubling up on Johnson Central. Stanley off the row. Rowe gonna pull.
Sinks it! Listen, that's her spot, that straightaway shot. As you see Pikeville jumping up 27-12. We'll be right back with more action on the D&D Sports Network.
If you want to make your dream home come true, call Solid Rock Development today. Check out some of these interior and exterior jobs they've done over the past few years. Solid Rock Development is making custom dream homes come true at a great price. Family owned, family operated, and faith backed. Give us a call today at Solid Rock Development.
There you see the band up close and personal.
That's the Matt Hager band cam. As you sit here and look, Matt Hager band cam will be here all tournament long as we got semifinal action coming up next on the D&D Sports Network.
Daryl, you consider that a 3-ball by Rowe in transition, right?
Yeah.
That was a transition 3.
Yeah, that's definitely transition 3.
They've gotten 10 of their points in transition already.
Well, you go back and think about what we talked about in the Bruce Walters Ford keys to the game. I mean, it's come spot on, Coach.
Yeah, exactly. Becca Wright. Riley Tice tracking it down. Rowe pushing. Watch how well Pikeville's running in transition, folks. You got to get back if you're Johnson Central. Rowe calling out what she wants.
You know, and for Johnson Central, you know, the rest of the team has to get Carly Stanley's mentality.
Nice spin, Daryl.
Yep.
Offensive foul on Thornsberry. But that was a nice drive.
Yeah, you know, on the offensive end, Carly Stanley's the only girl on Johnson Central's team right now that don't look like she's afraid of this Pikeville squad. And, you know, she's really tackling on the offensive end. They need to get Mackenzie, Becca Wright, and Taylor McKenzie all involved in that, you know, attacking the paint, trying to get some Panthers in foul trouble or try to get some easy baskets.
You never see that call.
I started to say I haven't seen that since 1984.
You do not see that call very often. But, Daryl, you're right. Go ahead, Thomas.
She did. I mean,
Yeah.
she did hesitate to pick it up, but that's one you usually do not see.
Daryl Stanley is a big game player.
She is.
And so is McKenzie.
Yep, Taylor McKenzie with the rip. Easy lay-in.
13-point lead, Pikeville. You want to get this to single digits if you're Johnson Central, and then some. Tice
Baseline jumper, no good. Back out, Thornsberry.
She's feeling it.
Sinks it! Kiara Thornsberry having herself a night here.
3 threes for Thornsberry. Becca Wright should have went up with that one. McKenzie left it short.
Yep. As you see, Marcelette. Looks like we're going to have Addie Burchett and also Stambo coming in.
And we got it right tonight.
Yeah, Stambo. Not Stambaugh, right. Stambo.
A little pressure applied here by Johnson Central. Let's see how effective this is. Kira Thornsberry, Trinity Rowe. 2 All-State performers. Off to Kristen Whited, the center college commit.
Good job breaking the pressure by Whited. Gonna kick it out to Rowe. Back over to Thornsberry.
Thought about it.
Yes, she did.
Cannot leave Thornsberry. She has lit them up this half.
Nah, she's in rhythm now offensively.
You don't leave her. I don't care.
Lee Jackson. Lee Jackson.
Listen, nothing you can do about that.
You kidding me?
Here comes Becca Wright. Nice dump down.
That's going to be Lee Jackson's second foul, I believe. No.
Yes, it is.
Yep, it's her second.
You know, and more of that.
Right.
You know, more of that. You've got to attack. If you can get Lee Jackson off this floor, this game's going to be a lot more doable as far as winning it.
Totally different style of play. Pikeville will have to go with Lee Jackson out. And there goes Lee Jackson. Now they have 5. Well, and Tice, kind of a hybrid. You've got 5 guards on the floor.
Now let's write this score down, 32-14 when she went out, Coach. Let's see if Johnson Central can make a move to cut into that lead.
As Tice rips down the rebound, she gets it out to Rowe.
Rowe, a little hesitation.
Kicks it over.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, got her shuffling her feet there. Guys, hit that like and share button. We're an interactive broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the comment section below. As guys, these girls are playing. We also want to win the game too, Coach, and make sure you get these numbers up. Thomas says you can't get 500.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. The D&D Sports Network, the Working Man's Sports Network, the only place to catch 15th Region basketball action.
Here you come, Becca Wright. Dumps it down. Back out and throws it away. Now, that's
not what you want, Daryl.
No, you got, if you're Johnson Central, you got to make every possession count. You know, they come into this game, Coach, as the maestro mentioned a while ago, you know, Pikeville's already scored almost Johnson Central's average on the year.
Going to get a quick one on McKenzie. And that's a good point. Johnson Central, that's been what fans and prognosticators have said, Thomas, is Johnson Central, we know they got a 15th Region Championship defense, but offense, can they get it done?
Coming into this game, what do they average on offense, Thomas, on the tail of the tape? There you go, baseline jumper, no
57
good.
57 a game.
So 57 a game. Pikeville could hit that if they have a good, strong quarter here right now. So Johnson Central's defense isn't giving Pikeville much problems right now.
Not at all. Pikeville doing a great job in transition and moving the ball in the half court. Credit Lee Jackson as a matchup nightmare. She's on the bench with 2 fouls right now, ladies and gentlemen.
The Johnson Central faithful was not liking that call, Coach.
No.
Oh, Kayla McKenzie lost it.
Going to stay.
Yeah.
Johnson Central ball.
Janet George tuning in from Mount Sterling. Mike Perry says junior point guard can make it to the rim. She needs to do that every time down the floor for Johnson Central.
Got a great look at what Becca Wright sees.
Stanley left it short.
And stay here, went off of Pikeville.
Media timeout.
Yep. So there's a media timeout on the floor. As they take one, we'll jump out too. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
It's been all Kiara Thornsberry so far. Check out this replay.
You want to get this to single digits if you're Johnson Central and then some. Tice
Baseline jumper, no good. Back out, Thornsberry.
She's feeling it.
Sinks it! 606 hit now has a new location in Coal Run, right outside Pikeville. For all your CBD, kratom, and vape items, come see us. If Pikeville's too far, we got locations in Paintsville and Fort Gay. We look forward to seeing you soon.
I'm Bruce Walters with Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville, Kentucky. We have the area's largest selection of new Kias and more arriving daily. Come shop us in Pikeville. I guarantee you'll find the Kia for you. At Bruce Walters Kia, your new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Also at Bruce Walters Kia, you'll get free oil changes for life. Finding your new Kia is easy. Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
When it comes to burying a loved one, you need to make sure that they're left in the right hands. That's why you need to call Crum Funeral Home, located in Inez, Kentucky. You can give them a call today at 606-298-0602, located on 498 Kentucky Route 3 North in Inez, Kentucky. Give them a call today, Crum Funeral Home.
We're back here as you see the Matt Hager fan cam here at the 15th Region Tournament. Johnson Central fans right now sitting on their hands, coach, as they're a little nervous as Pikeville is out to a 32-14 lead here in the second quarter. Kevin Keithley, Thomas Rainey, Daryl McCoy on the call.
The one positive, Lee Jackson for Johnson Central on the bench the rest of the half with 2 personal fouls. Can Johnson Central capitalize with Lee on the bench?
Well, they've got to. You know, if they don't, it's going to be a rough way to win this ballgame. You've got to cut into this lead right now.
McKenzie.
She's off the mark there. Kayla McKenzie goes out of bounds. There's Brian Johnson watching from El Dorado Springs, Missouri. Jeffrey Hobuck watching from Anderson, Indiana. Catherine Blevins watching from Paintsville.
Good timeout by Kara Thornsberry.
Excellent call.
It's a 30-second. We'll stay here during this one.
You nailed it, Daryl. Listen, it's ultra important. 3:41 on the clock. Johnson Central has to get momentum on their side going into the locker room.
Yeah, if you could take somehow, hit that 20-point mark, I think that would do. If you cut this thing to about 12, you'd be all right. But right now, I think it's tough because I don't think Johnson Central has any confidence on the offensive end right now. They've not seen many buckets go through. You gotta realize, these girls right here, that all year long that's been their Achilles heel is, scoring the basketball. So right here, you got to find a way to make it right in a hurry with Jackson out.
Exactly right. And again, we talk a lot about Johnson Central's defense, but Pikeville's is pretty dang good too.
Yeah. Oh, Pikeville's defense, you see what it's doing to Johnson Central.
Shyla Kidd in the game. Yeah, it was. It was a double.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Trinity to come pick it up. I think Shyla Kidd was as well. Shyla Kidd going out over. Oh, I think took her out to let her get a minute to get her head right, maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, she showed a little bit of frustration there, Coach.
Right.
Yeah, right there, and that's one thing I've seen too. Taylor McKenzie, she's had a couple opportunities, a couple open driving lanes, Coach, and she's not tried to do it.
Not taking them, Daryl. I've seen it multiple times from multiple players from JC. And when they do drive, they're kicking.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And the thing is, they find themselves right now, you're down 18. You can't get all that back at once.
No.
So no reason to sit there and just live and die by the 3. Get to the rack, stick to your original game plan.
That's a good point, Daryl McCoy. That's exactly what JC's doing right now. They're living and dying by the 3.
Yep. And right now they're dying.
Well, last night was fool's gold. They hit all those 3s, and then guess what? Now they're a 3-point shooting team.
Yep.
That's right, yep.
Another turnover forced by Pikeville.
Callie Allen on the go.
Yep. Kicks over to Rowe.
The swing. Thornsberry. Sinks it! Oh, my. Kiera Thornsberry.
And listen, I can tell you one thing. Kiera Thornsberry, she grew up, she was Carly Stanley's mentor growing up. So you can guarantee you that Kiera Thornsberry wants to win this ball game.
Her energy is on a 10. She's letting Eastern Kentucky know this is my house.
That's it.
17 first half points, outscoring Johnson Central by herself.
Is unbelievable, right?
She is on fire.
She averages 14 points per game on the year.
John Howard says it's wild impactful. Let's go D&D. Okie Smith says thanks for the sponsors, D&D staff, for bringing this broadcast to us. Appreciate you, Okie Smith.
Might have traveled with it.
Yeah.
Gotta travel.
Yeah.
She did indeed. She kind of hop-stepped.
I think, though, if they would have called a foul, I think Coach Hicks might have exploded. he was poised. You could see him ready to go.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Right now, it's not like Johnson Central ain't getting breaks. It's just Pikeville's defense has been so tough, they're not able to capitalize on them breaks.
They have been stellar. The game plan, sagging, helping. You can watch there, Daryl. They are totally sagging.
Yeah.
Look what they're doing. Trying to take away. There you go. Becca Wright.
That right there. Every time down the floor. Every time. Straight line drives to the basket.
Me and Daryl, we do this all the time. It's like, how simple?
Yeah.
Straight line drives.
Basketball is very simple, Maestro. It's people I guess, think basketball. Basketball is basketball 101. It's easy.
Simplicity.
I say it all the time. The best 5 players are typically start the game, right?
Right.
If you drive, you get them in foul trouble, you're getting to usually someone not as good.
Right.
Don't make it hard on yourself.
That's
Attack
it.
the rim.
Here comes Alvin. Alvin hands it off the row.
I blame Steph Curry.
Alvin dumps it down. Tice.
The swing. On the other way, going to get a push on Alvin.
See, that's a perfect example. 10 years ago, that never happened.
Right.
The ball on the block, big turns and swings it out to the three.
Never happened. Guys, Southside Building the Carport comment section, Kentucky leading Tennessee 31-27. North and South, come on Eagles. And then we also got Angie Taylor says, come on Kiera. Kiera is fire.
Want to stay going to Pikeville's way here.
No, he said stay central. He pointed Johnson.
Yeah. Karen Cottle says she's
he said
an Eagle.
He pointed Johnson Central way.
He did.
She says Kiera Thornsberry, Karen Cottle says she's a JC fan through and through, but Thornsberry is on fire.
Oh, she's in another area code right now.
She said, you're going to remember the name Thornsberry for a long, long time.
You get it out.
Nice job by Tice.
Now Becca Wright.
But there again, Johnson Central did not create the contact. They went away from the contact.
Good point.
And Stanley.
There's no attempt at the rim.
Now, 3 ball up. No good. No, Coach, and that's what we was talking about under a minute to go here. You're sitting here looking, they're just not looking at the rim, and I really think that they got a good matchup problem for Pikeville in Kylie Stanley, but, she's not done it outside of 1 or 2 times.
Drive kick, drive kick, drive kick. There it is, got a turnover.
Yep. There goes Stanley.
Nice dump off.
Yeah.
Nice job, Tice.
Good job recovering by Tice. And they're throwing over the pressure. Here comes Whited.
Again. You can tell they scouted this Johnson Central team, Thomas, and they believe they had an advantage in transition and throwing over the top.
Well, you better throw over the top, because if you allow Johnson Central's defense to set up, it's going to be a long night for you.
Right.
Exactly.
So, hit them when they're not looking. Quick outlet passes. Whited off the mark on that one. Got 12 seconds left here in this first half.
Shyla Kidd coming in for Kristen Whited. Not going to give them an open look here.
Let's see here who takes the last shot here. Right. Yeah, kicks out. Shot up, no good. And that's going to be it as we end the first half. Pikeville's up 36-17 on Johnson Central. You're watching the 15th Region Championship game live on the D&D Sports Network. Come right back and join us on the Convenient Drug Halftime Show. With tax season coming up, make the smart decision with your money. Stop at Tommy's Auto Sales in Inez, Kentucky. Right now you can get cars, trucks, and SUVs at the best prices around. Tommy's Auto Sale is a proud supporter of the Martin County Cardinals and all Mountain athletes. Whether you're trying to hit the trails in style or you're trying to protect your side-by-side, call J.I. Fab in Pikeville, Kentucky. They got great deals on roll cages, rock sliders, bumpers, Nerf bars, and more. Remember, for all your custom ATV, UTV parts, J.I. Fab is your one-stop shop for everything. If you're looking for a small-town pharmacy that will treat you like family from the second you walk in the door, come see us at Convenient Drug. Convenient Drug in Sayersville, Kentucky, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We look forward to seeing you. Looking for a good printing company? Come to Custom Print and Design in South Williamson, Kentucky. Mike Stafford can take care of all your needs. Whether it's game day gear, election ads, or just business material, they can do it. They can embroider, screen print, digital printing, signs and banners, decals and labels, business forms, vinyl lettering, team apparel, ad specialty, and more. Come see us at Custom Print and Design in South Williamson.
Hi everybody, Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy, all you have to do is log on to We Are Citizens.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Baldwin here at Maynard Chiropractic. For nearly 20 years, Maynard Chiropractic has been the gold standard of chiropractic care in Eastern Kentucky. We have 2 convenient locations in East Point, Kentucky on US 23 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Tuesday and Thursday in Rock City and Paintsville. So give us a call here at Maynard Chiropractic at 606-886-3737 and schedule your appointment with Better Health today.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
Let me get something to drink. We're back, Daryl McCoy.
Yes, we are. We're back here at the Appalachia Wireless Arena. You're watching the Convenient Drug Halftime Show. Kevin Keithley, Thomas Rainey, Daryl McCoy on the call here as we're looking Pikeville up big on Johnson Central after the first 2 quarters of play, 36-17.
Daryl McCoy, during the pregame, we talked about it, we stressed it, we emphasized it. We said, look, defensively in the half court, Johnson Central may have an edge if Pikeville, and it comes down to a half court game. But early on, it was transition offense by Pikeville that really got them going, throwing over top of Johnson Central. And a lot of times what happens is with teams that play pressure, on-ball pressure defense, they give up stuff on the backside. That's what happened early on, Daryl.
Yeah, and again, I don't think that Johnson Central gave Pikeville's defense enough respect. And, offensively, they're really struggling, Coach. Johnson Central relying way too much on that 3-ball.
Live and die by the 3. Listen, especially in a big game situation like this, where you're not known as a big-time 3-ball team. And now, can they knock them down, ladies and gentlemen? Certainly. Me and Daryl's been to multiple games where Johnson Central has knocked down the 3-ball. But they're not a team that consistently is going to hit 8, 9, 10, 11 threes in a game. And you're seeing that. And Daryl made a great point, ladies and gentlemen. As good as Johnson Central is defensively, they cannot live and die by perimeter Jays all night long. If so, it's going to be a big-time loss for JC, and they will exit stage left here in the 15th region tournament.
If that's your game plan, I promise you're not going to win this ball game tonight against this Pikeville team, because this Pikeville team, Coach, they're too efficient on the offensive end. So you've got to try to get some of their players in foul trouble. You got to, when you're driving the basket, Coach, it slows the game down a little bit too, and it limits Pikeville's transition buckets as well.
That's exactly right. You get something going to the rim. Even if you miss, it's soft misses where it's not long rebounds, long outlets. You're exactly right, Daryl McCoy. Got to get something going in the half court, going towards the rim. Credit Pikeville with a great defensive schematics. They are sagging, and they're absolutely begging JC to take those threes.
Yeah, and coaches, we're sitting here, guys, in the Convenient Drug halftime show. Let's jump over and look at some of the comments coming in, Coach. We see John Howard says, share. Sean Pierce says, watching from Erlanger, Kentucky. Karen Cottle says, Kiera Thornsberry putting on a show. John Howard says the whole county of McGolphin is in Pikeville right now. Okie Smith says, thanks to the sponsors for D&D and their staff for bringing the broadcast. Angie Taylor says, let's go, Kiera. Jimmy Johnson says, once again, there's a reason why Pikeville is rated number 5 in the state. Janice Roden says, thank you, D&D, for making it so we can watch the kids. You guys announcing makes us feel like we're not missing a thing not being there. Mark Curry says, to the announcers, your analogy, once again, is spot on of the game. And then Jeffrey Holbrook says, box and chase. And, guys, as we're sitting here looking, keep your comments coming in the Southside Buildings and Carport comment section there, as we are an interactive broadcast. We want you guys to feel like you're part of the show. So if you got questions, comments, or let us know where you're rooting from.
Daryl McCoy, this is a big-time matchup. This is the region championship. But D&D Sports Network's here from start to finish tonight. We got the semifinals boys action. They mentioned McGolphin County. You know it's a big game, Daryl McCoy, because I got it on good authority, that Lee's Famous Recipe is shut down for the night. They're coming back they're coming to the Expo Center. They're coming to the Expo Center to check out McGolphin County.
As we're going to sit here, guys, put our votes in for who the player of the game is going to be, and I think right now it's no doubt Miss Kiera Thornsberry. So as this 6:50 to go here, 36-17 is the score here with 6 minutes to go here at the half. Coach Hicks in the locker room, what you're telling them right now, listen, girls, we've got to work on getting to the rack. We've got to come. We've had open lanes. We've just not took advantage of the opportunities. I've seen numerous times, and Taylor McKenzie, I've seen at least 3 times that she had open lanes to the basket, and, she just passed it back around. That's what they've got to continue to do. That's what they got to continue to do here, because if they don't attack the rim here and they continue to live and die, they're going to get run off the floor, because that's just easier for Pikeville to get transition baskets, and they're getting enough on their own anyways without you helping them and bailing them out with them long three-point balls. So as you look here at the defense of Johnson Central, they've been all year long been rated the top defense in the 15th region, and as they should be, because they made it miserable on teams. They just run into a team tonight to where this Pikeville team, as Jimmy Johnson said, they're top 5 in the state for a reason. So 5:32 to go. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come right back. Second half action live here from the 15th Region Championship. Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, come on down to Mann Toyota in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Right now, you can get 4.99% financing for 60 months on Camrys, Corollas, Tacomas, Tundras, RAV4s, Highlanders, and new 2024s. That's Mann Toyota. Man, what a deal. Smoking Hot Vape Shop in Inez, Kentucky carries a wide selection of disposable vapes, juice, mods, batteries, and accessories, as well as a great selection of Delta products. Smoking Hot guarantees authenticity of products and allows you to try before you buy on disposable products using a sanitary test tip. Open 7 days a week. Stop in and check them out. Find them on Facebook or visit their website, SmokingHotKY.com, for complete hours. Stop by and see your friends at the end of Route 3. The world we are living in is changing, but one thing Eastern Kentucky can count on is quality, affordable homes from Hilton Sales. Beautiful, spacious, and many different floor plans to choose from, Hilton Sales has a financing option for anyone.
So come by and see us at Hilton Sales.
We're family owned for over 40 years.
And we are back here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. You're watching the Convenient Drug halftime show with Kevin Keithley, Thomas Rainey, Daryl McCoy here. Right now, Pikeville leading things 36-17 over Johnson Central at the half. Coach, we are 2 minutes, 36 seconds away, and I'm just sitting out there watching both teams warm up right now, and I tell you, Pikeville looks loose.
They look loosey-goosey, and you know in the locker room with Coach Hicks, he just got as good a basketball mind as there is. He made some adjustments. He let the girls know what they needed to do to get back in this one possession at a time. But, Daryl, it is a tall mountain here now to climb, as we talked all pregame and all game long. JC not known as a scoring team. Now all of a sudden you're going to have to find multiple scores, and you're going to have to find them in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, and that's going to be that's the task here, you know. And it'd be interesting to see if Coach Hicks is seeing the same things we're seeing coming out in the second half. See if they cut down on them three-point opportunities and try to get to the rack a little bit, especially with Lynn Jackson already having 2 fouls. If you could pick a early third up on her, get her out, then that would help you a lot. But that's the first thing that I think needs done here.
Let's go back to the keys to the game, Daryl, and talk a little bit about them. Let's throw it up. All right, quickly for Johnson Central, we said early on, scoring, only 17 points in the first half. Defensive pressure, they really haven't turned Pikeville over that much, Coach. They've not been able to do that. And what did we say about scoring in transition for Pikeville? My goodness, they must have read our scouting report, because they were right on line. Scoring in transition at will, Daryl.
That they're easily right now. Every time a rebound comes off, they're getting that quick outlet pass down the court to either Jackson or Tice or Thornsbury.
And even when they don't have it, Daryl, they're putting Johnson Central on their heels.
Yep.
So they're already at a disadvantage, JC. Tremendous job by Coach Orem in Pikeville basketball to attack in transition and force Johnson Central to be kind of playing from behind from the get-go.
They absolutely are, and as you look at the fans here looking on, Johnson Central fans not really happy. Look, you got some young kids, Coach, down the Matt Hager fan cam there as you seeing them.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, looky there, giving a little hip twirl there.
A little rodeo action.
Again, fan cam brought to you courtesy of Matt Hager Law. That's what you like to see in games like this. You like to see kids, Coach, no matter whether their team's winning or losing, they're getting crunked.
That is what it's about, Daryl McCoy. Turning up and getting crunked here at the Expo Center. Man, oh man, it's been a great week so far.
These kids here in the Expo are getting lit. Well, not really, folks, but that's the term they use these days.
It is.
Getting lit meant something different when we was growing up.
Absolutely.
Here we come back.
There you go, downhill, Daryl McCoy.
Yep, right there. I mean, what did we say at half?
Maybe they were listening in. They hit the rewind on the D&D coverage and said, Coach and Daryl's exactly right.
Listen, I guarantee you, I know Cameron, Kim Works, their family's really close, and I know they're watching the D&D broadcast right now. They probably called and said, listen, here's what D&D said you need to do, Coach Hicks, and that's what he's coming out doing, Coach.
That's exactly right. Got to the rack.
Gets it to Jackson, back out. Thornsbury.
They needed that one.
Now, how about Stanley, Coach? She impressed Coach Hicks so much she starts the second half.
Gotta love the energy by Stanley.
Yep.
Becker Wright matched up with Rowe. Nice job. Another turnover, uncharacteristic-like for Rowe.
And hits the trailer back over to McKenzie. McKenzie ball fake. Goes to.
Yeah, gonna get a foul on Thornsbury.
Let's look at the Southside Building Carport comment section. Robin Builder says, go Leanne Jackson, superstar. Matt Thornsbury tuning in. We also see Bam Mosby says, go Lee Jackson and Trinity Rowe. Stanley. Back around. Becker Wright looking to initiate that offense. Seeing Carly Stanley flash to that high post.
And look where Lee Jackson is. Right in the middle of the paint.
Yep.
She's waiting on any dribble drives.
She's camping out in the middle, Coach.
She is. Again, got something going to the rim, though. And it slows down their break. So it allows Johnson Central to recover.
Beats it back over.
And we get a foul on Stanley.
Good job doubling Thornsbury there. Alan Wright says D&D's King of the Mountains. Appreciate you, Alan Wright, always showing that support to the D&D Sports Network.
Thornsbury to inbound. She's still shaking up from, she got kicked in the head on the other side of the floor.
Rowe working on Wright. And listen, make no mistake about it, Becker Wright has done a fabulous job on Trinity Rowe. There's Kristen Whited with a Three Guys Pizza and Brew three-point basket. But Coach Becker Wright has really neutralized Trinity Rowe.
Oh, tremendous job tonight. Yeah. As we said, Rowe's seeing an elite defender for really one of the first times in the 15th region.
There's Stanley, stops, pops, cannot drop. And, Coach, I'm telling you, listen, if you're a college coach and you're looking for a guard that can flat-out defend and run your team, you better be calling Becker Wright.
And she has next-level ability, right?
She does. They get it down to Tice.
Foul on the floor. 39-20 here. Pikeville leads it. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say 15th region championship on the line. 1 half to go. A champion will be crowned. Will Johnson Central get their 11th, or will Pikeville get their 7th?
Well, we're going to find out here, guys, in less than 2 quarters. We'll cut down the nets.
Going the other way. Offensive foul.
I believe that's on Leanne Jackson.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
That's her third. And exactly, seems like Coach Hicks, Coach, listened to the broadcast at half.
He is being more aggressive on the offensive end.
And I'd go right back at her, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, she has the size advantage on Whited. McKenzie got her feet set.
Off the mark. Stanley hustling after it.
Couldn't track it down.
No.
Shyla Kidd checking in. Kidd getting big minutes tonight.
And Thornsberry and Stanley coach 2 Belfry girls over there guarding each other.
Yep.
Now Thornsberry kicks it over. Wadded off the mark on that one. That's going to be out of bounds. Johnson Central away here. Guys, hit that like and share button. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the comment section below. I'm going to go do it myself here. Get these numbers up for these girls. Guys, this is Championship Saturday. It's all come down to this moment. Don't sell them short tonight. As we got the first of 3 games on boys semifinals coming up, starting at 7:30 tonight.
Late tip, right?
Yeah, the last game don't start till 8:45. What a screen. And they're going to call
offensive foul.
Yep, going to get Yance.
Man. Kristen White had felt that one, Daryl McCoy.
Listen, I didn't watch, so I can't say whether or not it was a foul. But I do hate a lot of officials these days are calling fouls on hard screens. That's ridiculous. That's basketball.
Yeah.
Let them play basketball. That's the way you grow up. That's the way you teach kids to set screens. And just because it is a hard screen don't mean it's a foul, Coach.
I agree.
Yep.
And we're not saying whether that one was or not.
No, because I didn't see it. You know, that nice job by Kylie Alvin.
Getting downhill.
There you see Becker Wright out top, working on Alvin. And Coach right there, you know, that right there is what you, Becker Wright, if you can get Alvin going back on her heels, Becker Wright might be able to take advantage of that, Coach.
I've said that, yeah.
Yeah, there's Stanley.
Stanley with the big bucket. It's now down to 19. It's just this Pikeville defense has been so good. Sagging back, the dump down, Tice. Late call, but Tice is going to go to the line.
Yeah, late call, but the correct call.
Yeah. Both coaches pacing those sidelines. You don't think they don't want to get in the Rupp Arena?
Listen, this is what you play for your entire life. And so, you know, this moment right here, this gives you chills because it all comes down. You have the chance to make your entire life worthwhile. Every hour you put in is worthwhile if you win this ball game today and make it to Rupp Arena.
Coach Orem looking for her 5th region title.
Tiffany Bevins watching from Frozen Creek Road in Raccoon, Kentucky.
Watch Pikeville. Watch how they're sitting back. They're trying to take away anything going to the rim.
You know, and Coach, if they're going to do that, there's McKenzie off the mark. They're going to do that, then then that's when I maybe try to set Kayla McKenzie out and let her get some clean looks, from the outside.
Clean looks in rhythm.
Yep. So there's a media timeout on the floor. As they take the media timeout, we're going to jump out too. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
Eastern Kentucky understands the importance of taking care of one another. That's why after graduation, I came home. 25 years later, I've put together a team at Glen Martin Hammond Law Offices dedicated to fighting for your legal rights. When you're dealing with a sensitive legal issue, you want someone who will take care of you as a person, not just another case. Our team will help you through the legal process of Social Security, personal injury, work injury, car wrecks, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call us today.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
I'm Dr. Alan Baldwin here at Maynard Chiropractic. Maynard Chiropractic has 2 locations at East Point on US 23 and in Paintsville and Rock City Plaza. So give us a call here at Maynard Chiropractic at 606-886-3737 and schedule your appointment with Better Health today.
If you want to make your dream home come true, call Solid Rock Development today. Check out some of these interior and exterior jobs they've done over the past few years. Solid Rock Development is making custom dream homes come true at a great price. Family owned, family operated, and faith backed. Give us a call today at Solid Rock Development.
Good look at Trinity Rowe.
As you see them coming back out here, guys, you're watching the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 15th Region Championship. Nice take there by Taylor McKenzie. 43-24 is the score here.
Another outlet.
No reason to foul there.
Again, they're getting stuff going to the rim now, Daryl.
You know, you seen a player come and foul. Carly Stanley's like, I had good defense, you know, no reason to foul, and now you're going to see Whitey going to the line.
Kristen Whitey going to the line. Center college commit. And has one of the more watch this, ladies and gentlemen, watch her spin on the basketball. It doesn't backspin, it spins like a globe.
I played basketball with a kid in high school that done that. His was a complete spin. He was a left-hander.
Yeah.
It literally spun sideways, and he was actually a good shooter, too.
I was about to say, it's probably money.
Yeah.
Another outlet, too easy. Yeah. On the go, McKenzie. One of JC's first fast break opportunities.
Yeah, there's going to be a foul. You're going to have that.
Stormsbury, and that's her third.
That's Addie Burchick going to the line. Yeah, his name was Jeremy McCoy. We called him Preppy, and you know, he was a really good three-point shooter.
The Zach Morris of Belfort.
That's why we called him that. Yeah, off Saved by the Bell. For a lot of folks too young to get that Saved by the Bell reference.
They don't get it.
Yeah,
Google it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if we was the Saved by the Bell cast, you know, coach over there, he'd probably be Zach. Thomas be Screech. He's the one over here that knows everything about technology. And then
wow, come on, Daryl.
Listen, with my figure, I'm obviously
Slater.
AC Slater.
You're AC Slater.
And by the way, guys, want to remind everybody this third quarter is sponsored by Corey Hayes at Hayes Training System. Corey Hayes at Hayes Training System has numerous athletes on the floor right now. And you want to know, Coach, every sport has picked up their game since that man has come involved in athletics in the mountains.
We were talking during pregame, the amount of players he has involved.
It's crazy.
And I told him, I said, you've got to start posting on Twitter. You've got to start posting on Facebook some of these leadership lessons, some of these things you've learned along the way. It's really good little nuggets of information for coaches and players.
I recommend every person out there send their kid to Hayes Training.
Kara Thornsberry now with 19 points.
Actually, Thomas may not be Screech. He might be Mr. Belding.
That's what I was going to say. He kind of keeps us in check.
Yeah. As we're coming out here.
47-25. Scoreboard is correct at the bottom of the screen.
Nice job, McKenzie, attacking. Yes. You know, imagine this second half, Coach. It's been a completely different half for them because they have been attacking the rim.
Attacking the rim, getting good looks. Yeah. Putting the pressure on the officials to make a call.
Jeremy Pinson at Punk's Tires says, yes, I remember Preppy, talking about Jeremy McCoy. Pinson played ball. The owner of Punk's Tires played ball with me in high school, Coach.
Okay.
Here you go. Trinity Rowe.
I hate to say now or never, but Johnson Central's got to make a run in these last 3 minutes here.
I agree.
If they have any hope.
They've got to, Thomas. They've got it. And you're not going to do it that way. If you can get this thing cut to about 15 or 12, you'd be doing well, but you've got to have a heck of a final 2 minutes.
Again. I know we sound like a broken record.
Yeah. But if you would have been doing this the entire game, Pikeville's entire starting lineup would be on the bench.
Yeah. It'd totally be a different style of game right now in the third.
Yeah. Mark Maynard says, gotta love Preppy. Boy, he could jump. Yes, he could. He was a Jeff Shepard type.
Oh, wow.
Catbird Isaac says, if I was JC, I would drive and drive and drive. Said, these three are killing them. The threes are killing them.
And Catbird knows, right?
Miranda Bradford says, you guys are the best. The only sports feed I will watch. Said, listen to. Love how you represent each team and players. You guys are really pay attention to the detail.
I mean, think about it. She just scored 70 in a game, guys. She might know what she's talking about.
Right.
There you go. Wadded.
This defensive intensity has picked up.
Nice dump down to Lynn. Nicole Lynn in the game, Coach.
Yeah.
There's a jumper by Wadded. Good pressure, Coach, and just because it didn't work that time don't mean I don't do the same thing next streak down.
Don't go away from it.
No, and that's one thing we've not seen this game. We've seen that in the entire game against Floyd Central.
The entire game.
Yeah.
Swarming.
And that's the first time tonight that we've seen that kind of defense.
Right. Really, they haven't scrambled. They haven't brought doubles. Probably a lot of it they felt had to do with Rowe.
Don't forget, guys, 3 games on tap tonight. Martin County versus Pikeville coming up at 7:30. McGolphin versus Johnson Central at 8:45.
Again, getting downhill.
But first, we got this one to decide. One of these teams will punch their ticket to Rupp Arena with a victory here today.
Becca Wright going to the line.
You can never go wrong with Becca Wright.
No. Absolutely.
Jeff Holbrook said, come on, Eagles, start playing 2-minute basketball. Karen Cottle says, win or lose. Lady Eagles says, it's been a great season. Glenda Gerald says, Howard is watching from Dana, Kentucky. Go Shyla Kid.
Johnson Central 29-2 on the year, only 1 loss in the 15th region. Nice look. Tice. Got it.
Nice job. Back. McKenzie goes right into Tice.
Again, getting to the rack.
Yeah. Pikeville out on the run here. Rowe on the fast break. She's dangerous right there, Coach.
Rowe got it to go. Rowe with 5 points.
Never thought you'd say that, did you?
No.
Here we are at the end of the 3rd quarter. Trinity Rowe with 5 points.
Again, getting good looks. Kira Thornsberry on the bench with 19.
Yeah. And there's a timeout on the floor here. Since they call 30 or 4. They called a 30, so we'll stay here during this one. Guys, I mean, like I said, if they would have been doing this the entire half, but, 4th quarter, we're 53 seconds away. I think you gotta throw the kitchen sink at them. I think you gotta pressure like that the entire quarter and lay it all on the line, because you got too many seniors on that team that are like, okay, this is our last chance. Don't go out with any regrets. Lay everything on the table right here. Put all the chips to the middle.
Stick with what worked your entire year. It has been that suffocating, scrambling, chaotic defense. Go out with what got you 29 wins. But I'll say this again, when you do play that style of basketball, you're liable to give up backside opportunities in transition.
See who's back on the bench tonight.
Yes, we do. That's the baby-faced assassin, Kia Wards. Look, and he's even wearing coach's gear tonight. You gotta like it.
He's locked in.
Yes, he is.
Future head coach here in the mountains.
No doubt about it.
And he's a former Pikeville Panther. Off the rim. Kicks it back out.
Rowe gonna pull.
Forget it. Forget it. You let her get her feet set, it's over. Nice drive.
Nice drive.
Yeah, off the mark.
Going the other way.
Durham gets the foul on Stambo.
Walking it down to shoot 2. It's going to be Riley Tice, the U-Pike commit. She's going to compete in track and field next year for U-Pike. Riley Tice, as we've said before, is the junkyard dog of the Pikeville Lady Panthers. Got it. She kind of makes everything go for them. She's a nice piece that connects everybody else. Connectivity. Got them both. 30-point lead, 60-30.
Now, Johnson Central, a little shake, a little bake. Burchett back out. Kicks it to Stanley. A little weave action out top to end the quarter here.
Nice behind the back.
Yeah.
Gonna shoot 2. Everything has been to the rim in the third quarter.
It has. You know, every single thing has been in the paint, and you know, imagine if you'd have been doing that the entire game, Coach.
Yep. That first half, it would have been totally different second half score-wise.
And listen, I'm telling you right now, that wasn't Coach Hicks' game plan to come out and shoot threes like that. I think the girls was just settling for threes.
And Pikeville defensively were kind of sucking them into shooting the 3-ball.
Yeah, they baited them right into it.
Yeah.
Here you come, Trinity Rowe, half-court heave. And we're going to end the third quarter. It is Pikeville 60, Johnson Central 32. Come right back and join us for the final period of action on the D&D Sports Network.
I'm attorney Ray Jones. Some law firm ads make it sound like getting injured is like winning the lottery.
But that couldn't be further from the truth. Being injured is a nightmare. It's not about winning free money.
It's about getting your life back and restitution for what's been taken from you.
We will handle your case personally from start to finish with a commitment to get you every penny you're owed.
When you're injured, it's about surviving and getting back what's been taken from you. Get every penny you're owed. Call me anytime for a free consultation.
If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall & Jones Funeral Home in Burgee, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall & Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall & Jones. Here you go. You see the Pikeville cheerleaders as we head into this Southside Buildings and Carport fourth quarter here. Southside Buildings and Carport, if you want to stay warm this winter, get a shed over your head. Man cave, she sheds, and more at Southside Buildings and Carport. 3 locations, Belfry, Chapmanville, and Louisa.
That's Rose 5th turnover. You don't see that very often.
No. Well, I mean, she don't face Becca Wright often either.
That's a good point.
They kick it out.
Hey, Darryl, I went and saw Southside Building and Carports earlier this year.
You did, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I forgot about that. The Maestro, you know, we've had 2. We had somebody else on our staff and on our team that got a building from there. Are you happy with the service?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I bet Cross Taylor come and set it up, Coach.
He sure did.
Yeah. Hey, listen, our community partners are the best.
They are. They're family. And speaking of that, Seth Cox says, I'll be with you guys the entire evening from Gracie and Tate Merchandise.
Great ball movement right there.
You know, Seth Cox is one of our most valuable sponsors, MVP over on the West Virginia side. He says that we are his favorite announcing tandem. So appreciate them kind words, Seth Cox.
We get that a lot.
Yeah. When you get the trio together, it's the A team of commentating.
We need to get back to that game of the week with Thomas Rainey and that trio.
Yeah. That has give the fans what they want.
I thought that might have been tip.
Or Thomas, they may just like us because me and Coach might start arguing at any time.
You never know. And I'm here to referee.
Sometimes it just breaks out of nowhere.
Thomas is the Mills Lane. There you go. Rowe working on the right out top.
Rowe with 8 points.
Thornsbury back in the game now. Nice dump down. Jackson sticking with it.
Just battling.
Yep. Lee Jackson working.
She is a matchup nightmare. Nobody has a Lee Jackson in the 15th region.
No, absolutely not.
Well,
you know, the closest thing to her is probably Emmy Priest.
Yep, good point.
You know, you got a young one coming up in Sadie Johnson over there, but you know, it's
but both of those are a little bit more gifted on the outside.
Yeah.
She is physically dominant when she gets to the rack.
Yep. And she runs the floor better than all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Shot up and good. Now coming back. They'll swing it out. A little weave action out top. Stanley looking to get downhill, throws one up.
A little scoop hook.
Yep. You know, it didn't go, but I still like the thought.
Rowe's going to pull. Transition 3.
Off the mark.
Daryl McCoy, you don't like those personally.
I hate transition threes pointers.
I've heard it all year out of Daryl McCoy.
Listen, I mean, it's not a good shot, you know, because you work your tail off, your team works your tail off on the defensive end. And then when you come down and you shoot that shot straight away, then it just sucks the air of your team because they're like, you know, we just defended our tails off and we didn't even get to touch the ball on the offensive end. That's the biggest reason why I don't like it. And, you know, now there is times when a player gets going. When I'm like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, when you come down and you're like, okay, you know, I can live with, you know, that kid shooting that transition three. But, you know, in theory, no, I do not like it. I just think I just don't think it's a good team basketball play.
Foul was on Sophie Yantz, the senior. That was her 5th.
Yeah.
Sophie Yantz, Johnson Central, a senior-laden team. They're going to lose a lot this off-season.
There you go, pounds it down.
Dominant.
Went up with the left, couldn't convert. Back out, wadded, sinks it! Coach, is she the best girls three-point shooter?
Well, when you just talk strictly, she's right up there.
In the region, I'm trying to think. Oh, Tice getting a little physical with Marcelette.
She's right up there, right, Daryl?
I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think who would be the other ones that you mentioned. You know, I don't know right now that I wouldn't say that she's the best. I'm trying to go through teams and think. There you go, right back at you. Carly Stanley says, throw me in the conversation. You see them come up the floor? You know, now that's in the region. In our coverage area, obviously the Brooke Atkins girl from Wayne, you know, deserves to be in it.
Offensive foul, Lee Jackson. Will be her 4th. 4:41 to play. Now if you're Johnson Central down 31, it's all about competing and playing and representing that uniform with pride.
Let's see here. See how Johnson Central plays these final 4 minutes.
Got it.
Yeah. Big bucket by Maddie Prater. They'll kick it up court, back over to Thornsbury. Thornsbury.
Offensive foul.
She's like, are you kidding me?
Her exact words was how.
Yeah.
Thornsberry's fourth personal.
She went in there with a lot of aggressive, bad intentions, as Darryl said.
I agree. So there's a timeout on the floor. They'll take one. We'll jump out two. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
When it comes to burying a loved one, you need to make sure that they're left in the right hands. That's why you need to call Crum Funeral Home, located in Inez, Kentucky. You can give them a call today at 606-298-0602, located on 498 Kentucky Route 3 North in Inez, Kentucky. Give them a call today, Crum Funeral Home.
With tax season coming up, make the smart decision with your money. Stop at Tommy's Auto Sales in Inez, Kentucky. Right now you can get cars, trucks, and SUVs at the best prices around. Tommy's Auto Sale is a proud supporter of the Martin County Cardinals and all Mountain athletes. And with tax season coming up, make the smart decision with your money. And we are back here at the Appalachia Wireless Arena, coming back out, 4:19 to go here in this fourth quarter. Kevin Keithley, Thomas Rainey, Darryl McCoy on the call. Pikeville leads 66-38. We got Seth Cox says, Thomas just directs traffic between you two.
That's all you can do.
Tiffany Bevan says, just saying any game with Lee Jackson is a game of the week. That's true.
We agree. She's a heck of a player.
Big-time player. She's a Division I type talent with her attributes.
Catbird Isaac says Cal got a big T. Seems like they are playing better now. What's the score of the Kentucky-Tennessee guys?
Well, don't get me worked up.
Here we go. Tice.
Out front.
Yeah. Kicks over to Thornsberry. Rowe stops, pops, and cannot. Oh, she gets the row. You know, Trinity Rowe gets them rows in this gymnasium.
10 points for Trinity Rowe.
Yep. There goes Stanley off the glass. No good. Rebound took away by Tice. Rowe.
See if they try to find Thornsberry.
Yeah. And I'd like to see Thornsberry get downhill here. Feet set. Jackson. Rowe with the rebound. Off the mark. Trinity Rowe with another offensive rebound.
Rowe thought about pulling.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the veteran in her, Coach, backing it back out.
Right now, run as much clock every possession, get a good look.
That's it.
And go cut the nets down.
Wadded, broke loose, couldn't convert.
Johnson Central on the go.
There goes Becker Rock. She'll swing it over, couldn't hang on to it.
You're seeing a lot of these players for the last time here in the 15th region. Last game played. Media timeout.
Yeah, media timeout on the floor. As they take one, we will too. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
I'm Bruce Walters with Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville, Kentucky. We have the area's largest selection of new Kias and more arriving daily. Come shop us in Pikeville. I guarantee you'll find the Kia for you. At Bruce Walters Kia, your new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Also at Bruce Walters Kia, you'll get free oil changes for life. Finding your new Kia is easy. Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Whether you're trying to hit the trails in style or you're trying to protect your side-by-side, call J.I. Fab in Pikeville, Kentucky. They got great deals on roll cages, rock sliders, bumpers, Nerf bars, and more. Remember, for all your custom ATV, UTV parts, J.I. Fab is your one-stop shop for everything.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
Speaking of that, Seth Cox says, I'll be with you guys the entire evening from Gracie and Tate Merchandise.
Great ball movement. Beautiful interior passing coach right there, shown by the Lady Panthers.
We're back here, guys. You're watching the D&D Sports Network 15th Region Championship of Girls action. Pikeville up on Johnson Central, 68-38. Kevin Keithley, Thomas Rainey, Daryl McCoy on the call. Now, got Trinity Rowe out top working on Becca Wright.
5-second call.
Yeah. I mean, and here they go, Coach. The Lady Panthers getting an elevation as they leave the floor. These seniors, what a career.
Daryl McCoy, 5 seniors walking off the floor here for Pikeville.
Yeah.
And brought out at the same time. Sometimes you bring them out one at a time. They brought them out at once so they could get a unanimous round of applause from their fans. And I believe Becca Wright checked out for Johnson Central.
Yeah.
Another 3.
68-41. Nicole Lynn. Callie Alvin.
Coach, I'm a huge fan of Nicole Lynn.
Yes. Shyla Kidd, who might be the second most skilled player for Pikeville. Kidd, shot fake. Oh, nice take by Kidd. Kidd took a tumble because the official. 3 ball, left it short. Alvin had Ava Rogers on the back side of it. 1:46 to go. You start seeing the Pikeville fans. They're starting to sense it and feel it. Another region title for Pikeville.
Yeah.
And it'll be Coach Orham's 5th region championship.
As Pikeville will cut down the nets.
5 of the last 6 years?
Yep, 5 out of the last 6 years. What a run it's been.
It's been a magical ride with the Thornsbury and Rowe era in Pikeville.
And I believe Rowe's been a starter for 4 of them. Nice dump down to Ava Rogers.
Nice job by Rogers.
Pushing up the floor, looking like big brother Austin Sloan. Allie Sloan, the kick. 3 ball. Can't get it to go. That's Alvin's 3rd rebound.
Oh, guys, let me look at this here.
Oh, look, crossing them up. Turns it over. Johnson Central on the go. Under a minute to play.
Update, breaking news. Perry Central knocks off Knott Central and will face Breathitt County in the finals of the 14th Region Boys Tournament.
Wow.
Breaking news coming out of the 14th Region.
We've got, that's listen, big time matchup brewing. Breathitt County, Perry Central.
Perry Central wearing the glass slipper.
Yes.
Well, it fits well right now as they face Austin Sperry and
they did it this year without Ridge Beverly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Got
maybe Coach of the Year over there.
Yes. Nice drive, couldn't get convert. 30 seconds on the clock. Over to Allie Sloan.
Yeah. Here comes Sloan getting downhill. Just
Sloan,
a 7th grader.
Sloan downhill. We heard that before.
We've heard that quite a bit.
And 15 seconds to go. Still stifling defense by Pikeville.
Sloan says, I'll get to the rack.
Going to be out of bounds, and Pikeville will end up winning this one, guys. 7.8 on the clock here. Pikeville with the 70-41 lead.
There it is.
Yep. And that's going to be your final here from Pikeville. Your Pikeville Lady Panthers will be going to Rupp Arena and representing the 15th region once again with a huge win over Johnson Central. Guys, we're going to jump out. When we come back, we will name our Tommy Maynard Auto Player of the Game when we return. If you're looking for a small town pharmacy that will treat you like family from the second you walk in the door, come see us at Convenient Drug. Convenient Drug in Salyersville, Kentucky, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We look forward to seeing you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Baldwin here at Maynard Chiropractic. For nearly 20 years, Maynard Chiropractic has been the gold standard of chiropractic care in Eastern Kentucky. We have 2 convenient locations in East Point, Kentucky on US 23 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Tuesday and Thursday in Rock City and Paintsville. So give us a call here at Maynard Chiropractic at 606-886-3737 and schedule your appointment with Better Health today.
Hi everybody, Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
And we're back here, guys. You're watching the D&D Sports Network 15th Region Championship just concluded. Once again, it is the Pikeville Lady Panthers taking care of business and representing the 15th Region at Rupp Arena.
Pikeville, from start to finish this year, was the heavy favorite. Me and Daryl McCoy and Thomas Rainey on the grind session said they are a notch, 2 notches above everybody else, and they proved it all year long. Undefeated in the 15th region this year, Daryl McCoy, and they beat a really good Johnson Central team by almost 30 points.
Coach, the Tommy Maynard Auto Sales Player of the Game goes to
Kira Thornsberry, Daryl McCoy. She set the tone, emotion, intensity, scoring the basketball. Kira Thornsberry had an unbelievable outing.
Unbelievable game for Kira Thornsberry, earning the Tommy Auto Sales Player of the Game. And now we got post-tournament awards here, as you will get the 15th Region All-Tournament team here in just a moment.
Right now, everybody getting ready, as Daryl mentioned, for the awards. And there will be a break, Daryl, in between boys and girls action.
Yeah, there'll be about an hour or so whenever they put the nets back up and get ready.
Semifinals action scheduled to tip off at 7, or is it 7:30, Daryl?
The first game is at 7:30. Second game's at 8:45.
Late tip for that second game. You're going to want to grab your favorite beverage, sit in that recliner, and hang tight with the D&D Sports Network.
You absolutely are. Guys, real quick, we want to thank the people that made this broadcast happen. State Representative Ashley Tackett Lafferty, Crum Funeral Home, City of Co-Run, Pike County Sheriff Rodney Scott, as they're naming the awards here, giving the team awards out. Also want to thank Hot Rods Pizza, Matt Hager Law, Hilton Homes of Ivel, Love Homes, Southern Prep, Paul Howard Jr., Pike County Attorney, Punk's Tires, Hall and Jones Funeral Home, Pike County Judge Robbie Wright, Salyersville Funeral Home, Tommy Maynard Auto Sales in Inez, Inez Mexican Restaurant, Smoking Hot Vape Shop, our friends at the end of Route 3, Man Toyota, man, what a deal, Howard Family Pharmacy, Corey Conley at Conley Brothers Giovanni's, J.I. Fab, Southside Buildings and Carports, Glenn Martin Hammond, Attorney at Law, 606 Hemp, Corey Hayes and Hillary Hayes at Hayes Training System. We also want to thank Pike County Jailer Brian Morris, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Kirk Law Firm, Custom Print and Design, Rock Fork Regular Baptist Church, Solid Rock Development, Personal Injury Lawyer Ray Jones, and Sloan Chiropractic.
Daryl McCoy and the community partners have been unbelievable this year, and especially during the 15th region. Now we're going to award the 15th region champions, the Pikeville Lady Panthers. Their 7th region championship overall, their 5th in 6 years. Coach Christy Orem has created what Daryl McCoy has coined a dynasty here in Eastern Kentucky.
It is nothing that well. I don't even know if you'd call it a dynasty. I think you'd call it an empire.
Yeah. Right.
So, the Pikeville Lady Panthers is a empire here in Eastern Kentucky. As you see them going to Rupp Arena once again here as they raise up your 15th region tournament trophy.
And we're going to see who the all-tournament team and MVP are here and at the finals of the finals.
Pikeville Lady Panthers are looking for them and Christy Orem. What's the award they're getting?
It just looks like the winning coach gets a just a runner-up. Coach Hicks got one as well. Here we go. They're gonna
getting pictures.
Getting a couple of pictures and another poster to hang up on the Pikeville High School gym wall.
They are, as you see them there, these Pikeville Lady Panthers. What a wonderful job, Coach. I mean, the Rowe and Thornsbury era has been something that I think, I don't know that any other team has matched that in the last, 30, 40 years. Have you seen a team that has had the longevity of the Pikeville Panthers?
Not in the Eastern Kentucky, and it's been a while. Anywhere I've been, listen, I've coached all over and been here and there. There's been a lot of great teams, but here in Eastern Kentucky on the girls' side, the Pikeville Lady Panthers, this hasn't been done in 50 years since Sheldon Clark.
No.
Since the 70s.
That's it. And credit Christy Orem, Coach. You got to give her credit.
Right. Give her tons of credit. She's an outstanding coach, and she does a great job preparing her teams.
She absolutely does. As Christy Orem, once again, Coach, taking her team to Rupp Arena, and this year a lot of people think this is the year they have a chance to win downstate.
Well, you got good guard play.
Yeah.
And anytime you got good guard play, anything can happen.
Here we go, all-tournament team, Jalea Warren from Belfry, Kentucky. From Lawrence County, Sophie Atkins.
Did not see Sophie.
Yeah, they announced it, but she's not down there. I don't know if she came today or not. Hannah May.
Congratulations to Hannah May. Also the free throw champion in the state of Kentucky.
There's Sophie Atkins.
Daryl, I'm a big-time fan of Sophie Atkins.
She is. She played under Kinsley Feltner's shadow for a long time. But she got to break out and really be her own player this year.
Audrey Prater from Prestonsburg.
Very well deserving. So Hannah May, Jalea Warren. Hannah May from Pike Central, Jalea Warren from Belfry, Sophie Atkins from Lawrence County. And then we have Audrey Prater representing Prestonsburg.
Riley Joe Compton.
Yeah.
Prestonsburg will get one more.
They should.
They get two.
They should.
We're going to see.
Yeah. I figured they'd give them back to back. There they go. Allison Howard, the second Black Cat.
Congratulations, Allison Howard. We've seen the work she's put in the gym, Daryl.
That's it. Allison Howard deserves it. She had a huge off season and she worked for that moment.
Had 15 points, 10 rebounds in the opening round game.
Floyd Central, Riley Joe Compton, and Maddie Engel. We don't see Riley Joe here. From Johnson Central. Becca Wright, and I don't think there's any surprise there.
Defensive stopper.
As we said, Thomas Rainey here coached her in AAU, and Thomas tells us that he takes all the credit for Becca Wright's play.
No, listen, she was far advanced before she ever came to me, guys. Let me tell you what, she was a heck of a ball player. She was a joy to watch, that's for sure.
Now, the only one we don't see down here right now is Riley Jo Compton.
There she is. She just came in.
Did she? Leanne Jackson from Pikeville.
Make no mistake about it, even though she missed the open round game, oh, yeah, she's an all-tournament player.
Guys, this is the Southside Buildings and Carport post-game show. We got post-tournament awards, all-tournament team for the girls. Kaylin McKenzie for Johnson Central.
And if I'm
she put on a show, too.
Yes, she did.
Kristen Wadded, sniper from Pikeville. Amanda Suzanne Edwards says, congratulations, Hannah Mae. Proud of you. As we see, Cindy Beard says, congrats, Lady Panthers. Jennifer Gillespie Hall says, hail Pikeville. Coach Taylor McKenzie.
Well deserving.
From Pikeville, Kiera Thornsberry.
It just
and finally from Pikeville, this year's most valuable player.
From Pikeville, Trinity Rowe is your final representative from the Pikeville Lady Panthers. And I tell you, listen, you wouldn't have went wrong if you would have put Riley Tice on this too. And they're bringing out the ladders. No, it's not a ladder match between me and Coach. It is the net's being chopped down here in just a second. Riley Tice. I thought they said the final one was Rowe, Jorgo, didn't you?
Tournament MVP coming up.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Your 2024 15th Region Girls Tournament All-Tournament Team.
So there's your all-tournament team. Trinity Rowe, Riley Tice, Kiera Thornsberry, Kristen Whited, Lee Jackson from Pikeville. On the Prestonsburg has Audrey Prater and Allison Howard. Belfry has Jalea Warren. Lawrence County, Sophie Atkins. Floyd Central has Riley Jo Compton and Maddie Engel. And Johnson Central has Taylor McKenzie, Kayla McKenzie, and Becca Wright. Did I forget any? Don't think so.
Once again, congratulations to the Pikeville Lady Panthers.
What a year it's been on the girls' side, Daryl McCoy. Pikeville back on top of the mountain. They'll be headed to Rupp Arena.
Yes, they will. Now, Coach, did they not?
They awarded Miss Trinity Rowe with the tournament MVP.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Well, the congratulations to Trinity Rowe, Coach, who started her career at Pikeville with the tournament MVP and ends her career at Pikeville with the tournament MVP.
Congratulations to Trinity.
Absolutely. What a magical career she had for the Pikeville Lady Panthers.
Now we're getting the big-time group pictures, Daryl McCoy.
Yeah.
The cheerleaders, the coaches, some of the fans. Cutting down the nets. That's what it's about. That's what you live for. Daryl McCoy says there's one thing in life that you dream about is a Kentucky kid, and that's getting to Rupp Arena. And guess what? Pikeville's headed that way.
It is. You know, the Pikeville Lady Panthers headed to Lexington. They will play starting next week. I'm pretty sure I've seen that they may play on Wednesday, maybe.
Yeah, it gets started.
Yeah, I think they said Wednesday is the when Pikeville plays. We'll get that out to you. Pay attention to D&D Sports Network. We will have the entire tournament bracket on D&D Sports Network ASAP for you guys. Carolyn Dillard says, why didn't they call a player from Martin County? That is true. Huh? Martin County girls, yeah, they played in it.
Yeah, but I didn't see a representative, did you?
No.
Or Lawrence County?
Yeah,
No,
Lawrence,
Sophie
Atkins was,
I didn't see her.
Yeah, she was in there.
Okay.
But Martin County, I didn't hear them say one. Wow. You would have thought that Lakin Williams would have definitely had a shot there, Coach.
Yeah. Fans, Pikeville fans standing in jubilation, and you see Johnson Central fans, some of them heading for the exits. They know they got a big-time matchup later.
Well, Belfry didn't get one either.
Yeah,
or Jalea Warren, yeah. Somebody said, how could Sparks be left off? Belfry did get Jalea Warren, but, yeah, I didn't see a Martin County player down there. We'll have to go back and look at the film, but I don't remember one.
DJ Sam spinning that 80s music like only he can.
He can. Sam, great guy, been over here for many years running things here at the 15th Region Tournament with our guy PD.
Known Sam for a long time. Good guy, as you mentioned, Daryl.
Yeah.
Celebration, good time. Come on, Daryl.
It is. They're celebrating. What's not to celebrate here? The Pikeville Lady Panthers getting a big dub here, carrying on their season in Lexington as they are your 15th region champs.
Big time basketball.
Yes, huge here as we see they're cutting down the nets there. And Coach, your thoughts on how special is this Pikeville team?
This Pikeville team, as we mentioned, you go all the way back, 4 straight. Got knocked out last year against Lawrence County and Kinsley Feltner. They had redemption on their mind all season long, and they were a notch above everybody else. Made no mistake about it. These Pikeville Lady Panthers, led by Trinity Rowe, led by Kira Thornsberry, that senior laden team came together for one goal and one goal only, and it was that last ride going back to Rupp Arena. And my oh my, they done it in supreme fashion here tonight, knocking off a 29-2 Johnson Central team by the score of 70-41. Unbelievable performance all postseason long, all season long. Just an unbelievable basketball team. They know their roles. They understand their identity. They know who their go-to players are. They know who their junkyard dogs are. They get it. They understand it. And they're led by Coach Oram, who has done a tremendous job during her tenure at Pikeville High School. Congratulations to Pikeville High School. They are your 2024 15th region champions. They are notching their 7th region championship in the illustrious storied tradition of Pikeville High School. Daryl McCoy, unreal.
Yeah, unbelievable tradition, and like I said, this team, they've done stuff that no other team has done. And you look, the Trinity Rowe era, Coach, I'm just sitting there looking. Maybe back in the Grigsby days, there may be a player that has an accomplished resume as much as Trinity Rowe, but I can't remember a player in my lifetime that has a resume like Trinity Rowe.
Well, listen, I used to talk to her dad on a daily basis, and he said, Coach, this is what I want for Trinity Rowe. I want her to have 1,500 points, 500 assists, 500 rebounds, and I want her to compete for Miss Basketball. I remember that conversation vividly. Well, guess what? She surpassed 1,500 points. She surpassed 500 assists. She's probably surpassed 500 rebounds. She's did all that. And also, she is a candidate for Miss Basketball. So she has lived up to every goal set by herself and by her dad, who has been along for the ride the entire way. Make no mistake about it, her dad has been her biggest hype man. He's been her biggest critic. He's been her biggest support system, and he's also been the one to train and develop her. He's been right along the side. I've been there to witness it. I was on the other side of that court for many of those workout sessions, and I can tell you right now, Big Rowe did not take it easy on Trinity Rowe from the time she was in 7th grade and on, and that's why she is the player she is. So that they are linked at the hip forever and a day, Trinity Rowe and her dad. They got it done in a big-time way, Daryl McCoy.
Coach, I want to give a huge shout-out to, definitely Trinity Rowe, Will Rowe, all the time he put into making his daughter the player she is today. Both them parents, Matt Thornsberry and Will Rowe, done it right and done right by their daughters and got them to this point. So that's something that you can never take away from them. They got their daughters where they set out to get them.
That's a great point there. Also, Matt,
Can you hear me?
Not to take anything away from that's a great point. Matt has been right along the way with Kira Thornsberry, been a great father the same way, training, developing, leading the right way. And Kira, now the commit will be a Jacksonville State commit.
There you go.
My, Kira Thornsberry, what a game you had.
Thank you.
Unreal. It's been like that, though, for your entire career. You can turn it on whenever you want. You know you can drop 30 in a heartbeat. Make no mistake about it. But you don't have to do that all the time. It's about locking people down. It's about being physical. It's about being tough. Talk a little bit about your role on this basketball team and this journey you've had with this unbelievable Pikeville Lady Panthers basketball program.
My genuine role is defense and to get down here and attack and to hit shots when I need to hit shots. So doing that today was exciting, and I just want to play good for my girls all the time. And I know my role, and the other girls know their roles, so we just yelled them really well.
Well, I was just talking about that. I said the great thing about this program is everybody understands their role. They know who their scorers are. They know who their go-to gals are. They know who their junkyard dog is. They understand it, and they get it, and that's why you guys have been so successful. Talk about kind of a little bit that locker room last night. I know Coach Orem wasn't happy. I saw her on the sidelines, and she said, look, you got to get it together. You're not playing elite-level championship basketball right now. I'm just paraphrasing because I wasn't in there.
Yeah,
but talk a little bit about that locker room talk after the Prestonsburg game.
Well, it was that we came out in the second half, and we finally started doing our thing and not settling back. And our main focus was to rebound today and to box out, and I think we did that really well. But we had the minds of we just sat back and like, oh, it's whatever. But after that first half, we were like, all right, this isn't just some other, a blowout game.
Right.
So we really played well, and we were like, let's get it together.
Right. Well, you guys did get it together, and in this game, it looked as though the game plan defensively was we're going to sack. It almost looked like a 1-2-2 matchup.
Yeah.
It kind of a hybrid.
It was, we just wanted to sag off on the ones that we know,
could shoot
off the dribble, and we guarded the ones that could shoot. So we really perfected our defense today, and that was the best I've ever seen it this whole season.
I agree. You were really good defensively. The other thing we noticed was it looked like you thought because Johnson Central likes to ball pressure. When you ball pressure, that sometimes gives up backside layups. Is that something Coach Orem talked about?
Yeah, well, we have the best bigs, I think, that run the floor, they play defense, and we really were keying in on if they come up, our girls are running back.
Right.
That's all we can do, and if we get the layups, we get them, and our girls really played really well.
Right. Unbelievable performance, top to bottom. Had a ton of people step up and play big for you guys. Talk about, all right, you're cutting down the nets. You're our player of the game, getting it done in a big-time way. What are you going to have to do to go down to Rupp Arena and keep advancing one game at a time?
Well, we have to lock in. As everyone knows, we've never won a game at Rupp Arena, and it's my senior year, and I don't want to go down with a loss. So we're just really going to lock in, know the people that we play, and we're just going to play. We have to play our game, and we can't play anyone else's.
Well, you get to be a little more loose now.
Yeah.
It's like house money now. It's like we just go out and play. We know it's one and done now for this great group, for you all. What's it mean playing alongside Trinity Rowe? You guys have been together at the hip for a long time now. How's it been knowing this is the end's coming?
Yeah.
What's that kind of like?
It's been an amazing ride with her, playing against her for 3 years and then playing with her for 3 years. Like, it being my senior year and, like, our senior year, it's a bittersweet moment, and we just want to make the best of it. But, like, we know, me and Kristen know that she's going to find us.
Right.
So, like, we're never doubt what she does.
Right.
And we just go with the flow and we go with it.
Right. Well, listen right here. This is an all-state performer. This is a PT peer. Me and Daryl say it all the time. If you was on any other team, you'd be talking about Miss Basketball front runner, but you came in, you balled in, but make no mistake, all-state, Jacksonville State commit, D1 Daryl McCoy. You got anything for? You got kind of. We talked about this relationship you've had with
Kiara's family to me.
Yeah.
And Kiara, listen, she sacrificed everything to win, and to get to Rupp Arena. This is the year that everybody thinks they have a chance to win a game downstate. So everything that she put, aside, knowing the kind of player that Kiara is, she could have owned every record at her old school, and she could have been a walking legend, but instead she put that to win and to get to Rupp Arena and play on the biggest stage ever. In the biggest, there's no other state that has a Sweet 16 except for Kentucky. She put everything aside for that one opportunity, and guess what? She's accomplished it once again, and now she'll get to play. Do you know what region y'all squaring off against?
I think Region 5.
So Region 5. So is it Wednesday y'all play?
Thursday.
Thursday. So Pikeville has a Thursday game. I really hope everybody goes down and supports Kiara and her teammates, Coach. But what a great career by Kiara. Can't ever take anything away from you. That you went from being a player that could have been a Kinsley Feltner on the offensive side, but you become that lockdown defender, maybe the most well-rounded player in girls basketball. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kiara Thornsberry, the energy's turned up. It's popping here at the Expo Center. I hear the music getting turned up. Enjoy cutting those nets down. We're going to be following you along for the ride. This is Kiara Thornsberry getting it done once again. Player of the game, Daryl McCoy, and enjoy the journey. It's been fun watching you. That's Kiara Thornsberry, and she's going to go down and cut nets, so maybe do the seawall. Unbelievable. Kiara Thornsberry. Are you kidding me? 19 points. She was showing big-time emotion. She was showing big-time energy. She felt it. She knew it. She said, this is our time, Daryl McCoy.
Yeah. And you see her back there, Coach. She's still signing autographs. She's going to sign a lot more after this, Coach.
She's getting it done, and congratulations to her and the entire Pikeville Lady Panthers program. They're headed back to Rupp Arena.
Tommy Maynard Auto, player of the game, Kiara Thornsberry with 19 whopping points. As you sit here, the Pikeville Lady Panthers take care of business with a huge win over Johnson Central. Guys, we're going to that concludes it for the Southside Buildings and Carport postgame show. We're going to jump off, and then we will be back, guys, in about an hour as we start the semifinals. Martin County versus Pikeville at 7:30. Then coming up at 8:45, McGoffin County versus Johnson Central. For Kevin Keesley, Thomas Rainey, and Daryl McCoy, we'll be back in 1 hour here live from the Appalachian Wireless Arena.